Welcome to another episode of It's All Love Podcast, Season 3, Episode 5. We got a special guest tonight. But first, let me introduce the man, the myth, uh, Mr. Off the Top, T-Mo.
Yeah, what's going on, y'all? Y'all already know it's Timo. Y'all see IG. Y'all can follow me at off the top underscore media. You know, we back at it with another show for y'all, man. Noble Noah about to be a little bit late for y'all, but he'll be here before the show over with. So, until then we gotta hold it down for him. You know what I'm saying? But you know what's going on with you, brother. We got a good old guest. Go ahead and
Yeah, man, we
introduce our
got special
guest.
guests for y'all tonight, man. Y'all know me, man. I'm Butter TV, man. If you didn't know, you know, man. Y'all go ahead and follow us on our IG platform. Man, we got a special guest, man. My man Riko310. Riko310.
What's up with it?
Oh
What's
yeah.
up with it, man? What's up with it?
Man, what's up, sir? Rico, let them know your social media spots where they can reach you at. Cause they gonna want to
You
reach
can
you
hit
after
me.
this.
They definitely gonna be looking for you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, they gonna be looking
You
for
can
you
hit
after
me
this.
up on Instagram at the real Rico 310, and that's RIKO 310. You can hit me up on YouTube, all major streaming platforms, YouTube, everything Rico 310, and that's RIKO 310.
Okay, what's up with you? Hey, T-Mo, let's start this. Let's go ahead and get it started.
yeah. So well, I made a post, earlier, something that basically caught my attention. Something that caught my attention, because I see, this is a problem, when we be wondering what be the problem in a lot of our relationships in our community.
Yeah, talk
This right
about
here
it.
be the problem right here. Make you pull this meme up for me, brother.
Let's pull this name up, y'all.
So, you basically see a female doing what she loves to do. She's over there folding her man's clothes. You got, the friend over there, as a lot of friends do, saying stay. The picture says stay away from females like this. She's basically saying, why you always doing shit for him? Why you always washing his clothes and making his lunch? He needs to do that himself. You ain't his fucking maid. Then the girl replies, well, maybe I actually like doing things like this for my man. That's how you keep a man, honey. And I feel like, situations like this are always reoccurring in our relationships nowadays. You always have somebody on the outside looking in, saying they piece on what you should be doing in your relationship, and
Hmm.
fucks up what the hell you got going on because you listening to outsiders instead of doing what the hell you do. You know,
No, that's facts.
going
It's always that one. It's always that one single friend that know more about relationships than the person who actually in one. You know what I'm saying? All you
hmm
tell her like, hey, this is how I keep my man. You know what I'm saying? The things that you won't do probably the reason why you don't have a man. You know what I'm
right,
saying? She didn't say it in that form, but I'm pretty sure that's what she was thinking. Like I'm gonna do the things that's gonna keep my man. Just like us as men, we got to do the things that's gonna keep our women. You feel what I'm saying? We got to
no,
do the
that's
things that the other guys won't do. So everybody got to know how to play their part, and don't listen to the outside noise. You got to listen to the person that you are compatible with, and the person that you're with.
no, that's definitely facts.
Absolutely. That's what you definitely got to do. Listen to the person that you with.
No, that's definitely facts, man. And that's why, and it's funny because we you came on live with us before, Rico. And then we thought about you because you had the perfect song that went along
Yeah,
with this right here. You know what
man.
I'm saying?
I
And
to be
go ahead.
honest, I've been in that situation, and I had a female I was dating, and she wanted to do what her friends told her to do and set up a relationship, and I had to just back up out of it. Like, hey, you know what? You go ahead and deal with them. I'm gonna go my way. And then at the end, she finally found out that her homegirl just wanted her like how she was, and it was too late for her. I just what it was.
Yeah, it be that way. Then
You
you
know.
like,
And then
dang, I should have
you
listened to
write
them.
songs and music about stories like these.
Hmm.
They make the best. Some of these stories make the best music.
No,
You
No,
definitely,
that's
know.
definitely true. No, it's definitely true.
Definitely
And when
facts.
man Timo heard that song that you made,
Now I got some for him. I wrote a song called "Listen to Your Friends," and let me break it down for y'all.
man, break it
Go like
down, sir.
this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go. See, one make mistakes, one knows is wrong. See, I caused you pain, and I sung your song. One will keep on till his house is gone. See, I made it through all you wrong. Please, then I'm sorry. Never forget. Always say sorry, but I keep putting out with you. Listening to your friend. It's one way to bring up a happy home. Listening to your friend. They don't even know what's going on. Listening to your friend. Sooner or later I'll be gone, and you will be alone. You will be alone. See, I read your letter. Got the picture of the kids. My friends say I'm wrong, but take you back after what you did. Who's your friends to tell you what you should do? They only suggesting for me to think it through. Listening to your friend is one way to break up a happy home. Listening to your friend, they don't even know what's going on. Listening to your friends, sooner or later I'll be gone, and you will be alone. You will be alone.
Hey,
Now there's more to that, but we're gonna add it in the interview because we still need to say some more to these ladies when it comes to this type of song.
Hey
And
man,
basically telling you ladies that if you listening to your friend in any situation, it will end any relationship, friend relationship, family relationship, or a boyfriend girlfriend relationship.
but I ain't gonna. See, I do agree. Somebody just said in the comments, "Good friends give good advice." So, I don't really think it's just really to the point of really going to your friends. You just gotta be able to go to the right friends. Like it's certain friends that
Yes,
I definitely wouldn't talk to because I already know they just gonna give me the nigga advice. They ain't gonna really give me the advice. You know, actually really trying to help me or hold myself accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like if you actually got a friend that you could really talk to and actually let them know what's going on. I mean, first of all, you really should be able to talk to the person you're with. But I'm saying if you're
that's
going to,
that's first and foremost.
yeah, but if you're gonna
You
talk to
should be able to tell
anybody,
your mate how you feel.
yeah, but if you're gonna talk to
Relationships is based
anybody,
off of caring and understanding.
no fact. Hey, I always say
You
that understanding is
you
definitely
care enough
key.
to understand your partner's feelings. That's how I got to the third verse of that song because I had to put Kevin Samuel in this song. That's why I didn't sing the third verse yet. It's like I had to give something to the ladies to understand. Sometimes you need to seek advice from outside of your friends and family. It could be a stranger. Just talk to them about a story and just see what they feel. It may not even be, you could be anonymous, it might even be your story, just to get a second opinion. But when you talk to your friends, like I have homeboys right now, they told me because I'm in a relationship, they can't come to my house and turn up and bring females over and have fun, and I understand that. At one point in time, I was in that life, but I'm not in that life no more. I changed that part of my life. I'm me now. So in my relationship, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. If my girl listen to her friends, hey, I'm gonna be up out of here.
uh, uh, BFLY. Go to the description box and uh, uh hit the link. Hit the link in the description box. BFLY.
Yeah. If y'all like what y'all hearing in the conversation, y'all can we got the link in the description box for anybody want to come on say they peaceful set.
Here we got comments that sometimes you do go to your friends for advice. It just comes up in conversation.
Yeah, because sometimes y'all could just be having casual conversation and the whole time y'all talking about something that they going through,
Right,
unknowingly
man.
knowing that they're going through, and it's just like eventually you could just tell like they got something on their mind. Eventually, as y'all keep talking, the conversation comes out and it's like, all right, bro, hey, tell me what you think about this,
Yeah,
because
that's right.
I'm kind of dealing with this situation myself, and then but I feel like you do that with certain people is gonna actually give you listen to you and actually tell you the right shit. You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody that just telling you what you want to hear. And when I
Hmm.
And I feel like what I see with a lot of women is that they basically, when they do, if they are talking to their friends, or if they even, I mean, I feel like if they talking to really anybody, they're telling the story, even if they're not really lying, they're telling the story where it's really going to favor them. So at the end of the day, it's going to be where they get the response that they want to hear versus what they need to hear.
That's
Yeah,
right.
and you're absolutely right about that. Because some people go to Vice to find out what they want to hear. If you're talking something that's positive about the situation or a resolution that can help, they might get pissed off at you. I saw that happen too before. Like you be
You
trying
know,
to tell them not to do something, and you got to think it out and wait it out. Don't just, you know what I'm saying, leave your mate, and then they get mad at you, and y'all have a falling out because you told them to do something right.
yeah, and it's like when you get information from your friends, you know when somebody telling you to do something wrong. Like you know what I'm saying. This when your decision making comes in. You know what I'm saying. You know when somebody's telling you to do something wrong or do something to ruin your relationship. So you know even though you do go to somebody about your relationship, doesn't mean that you're supposed to listen to them 100%.
No.
You know, because all advice ain't good advice. It's just like getting some good news and you share it with the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? Like with your relationship, it should be more based on what you think than what somebody else think because you know how your partner is and y'all been together. So hopefully y'all done built communication that you understand what she's saying and she understand what he's saying. So it should
And
be
that's
more
what you
than
want, communication.
so it should be
And the
more.
right communication, not yelling and screaming at each other. The right communication, because in some relationships you can separate for a couple hours, breathe a little bit, then come back and talk about it when y'all both cool down. You know that's possible.
That's facts.
Some women don't want that though. Some women be like, "Nah, I want to chew you out and let you see that." You know what I'm saying? I'm controlling something.
Yeah, Elijah Brooks said exactly what I was thinking. She said, but all advice. I mean, I don't know if it's a lady or a man say, but all advice ain't good advice. Some folks secretly want what you have, and some don't want to see you happy.
I
So
mean,
that's what you run into. You know what I'm saying? You
don't you
run into
know if it's
problems
good
like that.
advice or bad advice though?
What you say, Timo?
Don't you know if it's good or bad advice? Like if somebody is really being, even if you don't necessarily agree, you know if they're probably being genuine versus if they're really just saying just anything for real. Like,
Yeah,
Man,
yeah. But some people like to hear what they want to hear.
yeah,
You feel what I'm saying, Timo? So they want to hear the toxicity. I mean, or however you say that word. They want to hear the toxic stuff instead of hearing how to repair or make it work. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not willing to do the work to make it work.
no, because you can't. Let me tell you this, man. Anybody can get in a relationship. Anyone in the world can get in a relationship. But
right.
it's what you do after you get in that relationship, how long you
Mm-hmm.
hold on to that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
basically what you got to think about when you're jumping in a relationship. Even the person that the female I was dating before my relationship now, that person I try to explain it to that person, hey, maybe this is not what you need right now. This might not be what you need right now. But she consistently say, yeah, I want to be in a relationship. But it's like, no, you don't want to really be in a relationship because you want that single life. You have to know when you get in a relationship, there are going to be some things that's going to change. And some people don't want change, but they want change, but they want to keep still doing the things that they were doing before.
Definitely
And it's
do.
not it's not healthy. Okay, you're gonna end up single every time.
Yeah, Elijah Brooks say, me personally, I don't want nobody in our business. We supposed to keep each other on the straight and narrow.
Oh, Eliza. Oh, Eliza. Oh,
Elijah.
so
I'm
Man,
sorry.
I mean, so I agree. I agree with it. I agree with that. But that comes with being a person that you can talk to, and see, and that's why I always preach on here. You have to be able to talk to the person that you with, because if you can't talk to the person you with, then you have issues where they talking to other people because they can't talk to you.
but what if
You
you're dating a talker and that person just like to go out and just talk and tell your business? Like
I
you
mean,
have females and you have males, but I'm just gonna address the females right now because that's what we on. You have a female that have a friend and they'll be talking about something totally different and she'll just bring up that other thing. Right there talking, she'll just bring it up because she know she can change the topic of the story right then and there. and right at that moment, now you just planted something in that other person's mind that you're going through a problem at the house. Like you be sitting there talking to them up and be like, yeah, because that's what mom do to me. Yeah. It's like, why would you even do that? But some people like to just talk and just put their business out there. So when you looking for somebody, make sure you dating somebody that just ain't trying to damage our relationship. She in it just to make you look bad, or he in it to make you look bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
People
it
look
do
for
get
yes.
crazy. I'm telling you, some
Yeah,
people be doing some things in relationships that's not even good.
no, it's true. And some men and women do it. Men looking for yes men, and women looking for yes women. So whatever they saying, they'll go with it instead of having that real neutral friend that's gonna be like, nah, you wrong. I'd rather deal
Yeah,
with people that's with me being a man. I deal with men that's man enough to be like, nah, bro, you wrong. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? I don't want no person that
hmm,
agrees with everything I say that I say
yeah,
anyway. I don't even see that as being a real friend. I see that as
I mean,
being
I can
somebody
respect
who
the ones that tell me I'm wrong.
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I need that because I'm
Tell
not
call me
always
out
right.
on it.
Yeah, call me out.
Call me
Give
out
me
on
that.
it, man. Don't even man, don't even hold it in because I know a lot of people go around holding stuff in and then you would say something to them that somebody else pissed them off, but then you would try to say something to them and then they'll be angry with you because somebody else pissed them off. So it's like, hey, get that off. Whatever you got going on, hey,
yeah,
get that off, man.
That's definitely
yeah.
true.
They got people just gotta. I think people just be so caught on being right that they don't understand. Okay, that person was wrong, but that don't mean you was wrong. You was wrong too. You know what I'm saying? That don't make just because they was wrong. That don't make you right.
Mm-hmm.
And both could be doing wrong things in the situation, but everybody just want to tell their side of the story. Okay, they was wrong, but yeah, you was wrong too. Y'all both was doing wrong shit to each other.
Yeah, do y'all think like all right? As we just think about relationships, do you think that's one of the hardest parts? Like admitting that you're wrong. Like me, I'm the type of person I can admit when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But do you think it's harder for other people to admit when they're wrong because they always want to be right? You know what I'm saying, Timo? Like we got friends that when we argue with them, they don't argue about what we arguing about. They just argue to be right.
Yeah,
So it makes the
Mm-hmm.
argument so
that's the
confusing because we're not arguing about the
and that
fact.
They
We're
argue
just
to prove a
arguing
point.
to be right.
and
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying those are the people that you can't. And a lot of times, those are the people that you really can't talk to because at the end of those are the people that you really can't talk to because at the end of the day, they ain't really about to try and understand where you coming from. They not really
Mm-hmm.
listening. They not really listening to for what you're saying. They just listening to respond, and it's just counter what you just said. And this versus like, okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I see where you coming from. You already got a. I mean, you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it ain't even really about really agreeing with me about. It's just understanding, and that's why when Rico said earlier about understanding, is important when it comes to being with somebody. You have to be able to understand because even if you don't agree with them, you can understand where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm. Because this is the thing. Me, I was an all night hangout person. And now once I know now I'm in a relationship, I can't be hanging out all night like I used to do. That's just I gotta care enough for me first, but I gotta care enough for my mate too. I gotta care like, hey, I can't do you like that. I can't be leaving you at home and I'm out having fun in the streets, and then come home at 5 o'clock in the morning like, oh yeah, I was at the club, I had fun. Man, ain't nobody gonna stay with you doing that.
that's
The
right.
same vice versa of a female. If you're a female and you get in a relationship and you partying and going out, that's gonna slow down some. You know that because it's certain things in relationship you gotta have a certain type of respect levels. If not, you shouldn't be in a relationship. Just stay single. But some people want to be in a relationship just to broadcast that they are in a relationship or somebody loved them other than they self. They want to be loved.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it's crazy. But it
But
make damn good songs.
no, I definitely do. Hey, 25 jail say. So what if your friends give good helpful suggestions? Should it be ignored?
What if your friends give
Good
good
helpful
or helpful
suggestions.
suggestions?
Should it be ignored? No, I don't think that should be ignored.
No,
But you know
don't
No,
when
ignore it.
somebody, but we
but are
always gotta
but
look at it.
I mean like where I mean like are you going to them for the help or suggestions, or are they just giving you suggestions from the outside looking in? Like what insight do they have to really be giving you these suggestions? Like it's not really nothing wrong, I guess, with them giving suggestions. It's just y'all like where the suggestions coming from.
Would it be okay if your homeboy? Was he trying to say? Would it be okay if your homeboy saw your girl out with somebody else and he told you about it? He said, "Hey, I saw your girl." Or suggestions on the relationship of a person saying, "Hey, man, this is what I'm going through," and he's saying, "Hey, you know what? This is what I
Yeah.
think you should do."
Yeah.
Yeah,
hmm
yeah, nah, it's a whole bunch of scenarios. You know what I'm saying?
Because
Like
you
you
can,
know,
man, it's one story can have five different stories in it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I always be saying. For it seemed like a lot of times, at this point, people have been through a lot of shit. So, now when they see something that goes on, they automatically just assume like, hey, that's happened. This is what it is. When it's like you said, it could be one thing, but it can have different variables around that. So it doesn't necessarily mean just because a certain thing happens, that don't mean that necessarily this is what it is. But people just like, oh, I've seen that before. If he's doing this, that means this. And
I was
nah,
in a
it don't.
situation like that too, man. Real.
Well, for real.
Yeah, I was just like that where it said, well, I saw something and it was just like, you know what? Hey, I seen that before. It made me get like, should I be dealing with this situation or not? You know? Now I see this girl down here says, a woman can be doing something for a man and then there is no ring. Just for and women purposes, should there be a stipulation on a ring? Should it in a relationship? Should it be like you got 3 years before you got to get a ring? Anything after 3 years, you know, said, damn it, you married. So because I know a lot of women push that to men.
Yeah, they
Is that
do.
something that women look for? Like, or you got a time limit on that? Is there a time limit for that?
I mean, I don't. I don't really feel like it should really be a time limit. I feel like it was ever it's the right time for y'all. But the time, the right time might be different for whoever you talking to. Like I've definitely talked to women and heard them say, "Oh yeah, if he doesn't marry me, or if he don't know if he want to marry me within 2 years, I got 2 years, I got to go." And I'm like, damn. I'm like, I mean, listen, Jaquilla, it ain't really about. I mean, yes, she wants it. I mean, he probably wants it too, but it's just that she's just saying, okay, you want to marry me within. If you don't marry me in 2 years or 3 years, I'm gone. And I mean, like if that's what you want to do, you gotta, I guess, let that be known. But I mean, like
Should
me
they let
personally,
that person know in the beginning?
I mean, I guess once they really feel like that is going somewhere and that it's serious, once y'all get to the point where y'all like, okay, yeah, this is what we doing, because okay, if we get into a relationship, what are we working towards? And then if you were working towards marriage, he's like, okay, you could
Yeah.
probably talk about, okay, do you expect to be married, within a certain amount of time, or are we really just gonna go through the process? And you never know. I mean, like if we're gonna get married, if we plan, I feel like if we're gonna be together for the rest of our lives, why rush?
Now I know some people that's been in a relationship more than 10 years, some of them even more than 12 years, and they still ain't got married. Is it something, do you feel like, I want to ask that, is it something that the woman is doing to make a man not marry her sooner than 12 years?
Oh yeah, see, yeah,
Because
I
this
wouldn't.
what you got to look at. Women got to understand this. You got to be doing marriage things for marriage, because if not,
Mm,
once you get married, that marriage is going to end with a divorce, because you're going to
that
come into that relationship saying there are things and stipulations that you don't like. You're going to try to plot and
yeah,
put rules on things. So it's like maybe that person saw something in those 12 years and just was like, you know what? It's not time to get married yet.
and that says a lot too. And it's funny you said that because I was looking at one of the comments that I had on that post that we pulled up on here that I posted on IG. One of the females said, "But is she married? If she's not, then she is his maid." So when she said that, I'm like, I mean, like, what? I mean, like, I don't really get this. I mean, I get what they're trying to say, but it's basically the concept of, okay, yeah, I'm not doing wifey things for a guy that's not my husband. But it's like, I mean, like, okay, if you're not really showing a wife in you, why would he marry you? But it's just the fact that so many of them did it for the wrong guy that they don't want to really do that again. When it's not really, it's not really that you should stop doing that, because if that's what you do, be you. Go ahead and do what you do, but you just got to make sure you're doing it for the right man.
Yeah, man, hey, I was just talking to some people, and I said the same thing. Women, they're like, "How do you know if you got the right one?" Hey, when he come, if you have a man that's coming in your house, and he been in your house longer than an hour, I say 30 minutes. But if he been in your house longer than an hour and that trash is still piled up and ain't been taken out, he ain't the one. And it's just out of disrespect level, because a man that really wants you gonna see some things that need to be done, and he gonna do them. Vice versa of a woman. If a woman really wants you, she gonna do the necessary things for that man to have him. Because just like I told a few other women before, once a man hit it, he don't gotta be with you no more. Same way you don't gotta be with him no more. I don't care if you in a relationship, he can break up with you right after he get it. He don't gotta be with you no more, because he's not tied down to you and you're not tied down to him. So what are you
Hmm.
doing after sex
Hmm.
that's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
tie that man down and want to be around
Right.
you and
No, that's
only
fact.
you and not every other woman?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So,
What are you
but
doing after that? Like my girl, she be doing cuticles, cutting my nails, doing manicures, pedicures, sugar scrubs on my face. You know what I'm saying? Cooking nice dinners for me, watching out for my health at the same time. Like, hey, don't eat that, got too much. Don't put no salt on that. You want somebody that's like there for you, that's really saying, hey, I got your best. It's kind of like a manager. A relationship is like a managing relationship. You're a manager to your girlfriend, and your girlfriend is a manager to you. She ain't gonna let nobody cross you, and you ain't gonna let nobody cross her. So basically, y'all in a management relationship, and you going around saying, "Hey, baby, don't do that. Nope. Hey, nope. Change this. Nope. Put that on. I want you to look like this. I want you to look like this when you out me. Nope. Fix that bow tie." That's the kind of woman you want. Some of these women that look at a man and be like, "Oh yeah, you look good," and then walk out of the house, his
hmm.
ass got boogers off his nose. He talking to people with a
Hmm.
booger in his nose, like, "Damn, woman, your girl, you with your girl? She didn't tell you got a booger in your nose." She don't love you, man. Your girl do not love you.
No,
You
that's
know,
facts, man.
I swear. If I'm with somebody and I got something in my nose, or I got some lint or something on me, and they don't be like, "Hey, man, get that off of you, man," or "You got something on you," but that person don't care. Person that care, man, is gonna be like, "Hey, man, even if you got a little crust, he probably don't tell you. He know you didn't wipe your face, but hey, get that little crust out your eye, bro. Just lick that, then get out, so nobody else know. I know, but nobody else don't know. Love. That's when you got love for somebody.
Yeah, I think 25 jail. I think waiting 12 years, that's too long.
Wait,
You know what I'm saying? Like
hey,
I
man,
hate
I
to,
said it.
yeah, I hate to put time limits on anything. You know what I'm saying? But 12 years, that means that that person probably really actually don't want to marry you or take it to the next
or
step that you
or
need to take it to.
or it's something that, like, it's somewhat, when I always talk about, it's something that's keeping them there, but at the same time, they may be holding hope. It could be a situation where they're holding hope, but at the same time, they know that it's some shit that you need to get together. But at the end of the day, I mean, if it ain't really got together at that point, then you probably need to just maybe look
So
into it and do
basically,
it.
it ain't happening at that point.
Yeah.
After, I mean, the way I see it is like, what is the woman doing? Even a woman, because I be seeing women online be getting down on their knees and asking men to marry them. I see that too. But I'm like, what is that man doing to make her do that? He might be the dude that's rubbing her back at night, making her a bubble bath, rubbing her feet without her even asking you to rub her feet. Because that's what my girl, she big on that. You gonna rub my feet, rub without me asking. Do it without me asking. That's gonna even show more care. You know what I'm saying? If you just, hey,
Hmm.
babe, come here, let me rub the feet. Hey, they gonna look at you a lot different. So what are you doing in a relationship to make a person be like, you know what, I want to stay forever with this person? Forever. They got forever with me. You got a woman that don't have dinner. You going to work every day as a construction worker. You get home and she ain't got dinner made. Is this the woman you want to be on? You want to walk down the aisle and give your last name to, split all your money with, all your houses, whatever with, and if you die and you need her to sign for life support, she might off you.
Which is what I'm saying.
She's like, all right, yeah, he's my husband. Take him out. I don't care. Cut the family out. I don't even want the family coming to the hospital. I'm going to just put me on the visiting list. And then, hey, man, we need to know about this. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to pull the plug, she going to be the one going to pull the plug on me.
I mean,
Janine Johnson said, "Is marriage always the end goal?"
I mean, I feel like marriage shouldn't really be the goal. Staying married should be, because I mean, like everybody, we can get married. I mean, no, that's that's nothing for real. You can get married, but can you stay married? That's really the thing right
The
there.
key.
Are you
Man,
about
You
to?
can
hey,
get
Are you
married
gonna
all
get?
day.
I ain't trying to cut you off. Can you say that one more time though?
No, I'm saying the goal isn't getting married. The goal is staying married.
Yes, sir.
You can get married all you want. But I feel like a lot of people just really just thinking about the beauty and getting married. And married can be a beautiful
That's it.
thing. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be tough times. It's gonna be times where y'all probably can't stand each other. It's gonna be times where y'all, are going at each other's head. But at the end of the day, are you able to work through it? And that's why I always say it's gonna be your rough times. Would you deal with? I'm gonna ask y'all. Would y'all deal with if you with somebody 20 years? Would you deal with? Would you deal with 2 years of hell of bullshit to have 18 good ones?
Yeah, as long as it's broken down. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be 2 years, like, 365 days, 365 days back to back. If it's broken down, hell yeah. You
Listen,
know, everybody make mistakes.
and listen. Every relationship is gonna have problems. Yeah, at one point in time in your relationship, you might come on some infidelities, like your girl talking to one of her exes or somebody online. You might be talking to one of your exes or somebody online. Y'all, it's gonna go through those trials and tribulations, but you need to know the outcome of what is gonna be on the other side of that. Once you go through that, what is going to be on the outside of that? Hey, we're going to talk about this. We're going to get it right. We're not going to let this affect the household. It's always about what tomorrow brings. And when you got a relationship and hey, it's going to be issues, it's always a solution. Hey, what's the solution now? What can we do to fix this?
Yeah.
Somebody don't want to be with you. They're just going to be like, hey, it's over, and they're gone.
No, that's true. But I just hate when our generation try to compare, marriage and relationships to back in the day situation. It's like it was totally different. You know what I'm saying? It was more codependent than it is now. Like women are so much more independent that they can buy their own, get their own. And some, just to be honest, some women in the relationship got more than the men. You know what I'm saying? So it's not one of them situations where they're needy. You know what I'm saying? They have just as much to give as the man. So, relationships and marriage are totally different now. And everybody don't never want to talk about that part because like at the end of the day, us as being men, we're supposed to be the providers, the protectors, you know what I'm saying, all those type of things. So that's all they look for. But it's women that's doing just as good as men now. And that's why I think
Mm-hmm.
the whole dating pool has changed because a woman will be like, boom, I don't need you, but they really don't unless they want you. You feel what I'm saying? Like they don't need you because
And that's the
financially
problem, though.
they can keep on going. So you
That's
know
the
what I'm saying? They
problem,
really
though.
don't. They really don't need
What man, what man wants to be with a woman that is constantly telling him that she doesn't need a man? The
Yeah.
man doesn't want to be with a woman that is basically letting him know that she don't need him.
And this is the thing. A man need a woman and a woman need a man, no matter how life turns.
Right.
Whether it's good or bad. We're going to always need each other. That's how it was set up to be. We can't change. I don't care how technology is changing. We can't never change that a man's going to always need a woman and a woman's going to always need a man. I don't care if she independent making 150,000 a year. She going to still need a man to come fix the plumbing, need a man to come fix the lighting, the heater. I don't see there's women really in these professions. So you're gonna still need a
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
He
yeah,
might
yeah,
not be
yeah.
still gonna need a man to come over there and knock it down from time to time. You're never gonna get out of needing a man. And a man
Yeah,
never gonna get out of needing a woman. I don't care what part of the earth you own.
Got
It's
yeah.
you.
just what it
That's
is.
that.
Yeah, I got you.
That's
Yeah,
something that people want to get down to the thing.
yeah.
Like, hey, you know what? Even the two household, having two people in two household, it's better than having a one household. I used to have just me and my household at one point in
Mm-hmm.
time, and everything was good, but it wasn't great.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But now I
Mm-hmm.
got two people in this household. Shit is great. Excuse my language. It's great.
She's
Jaquilla say it's not the facts that we don't need a man. We have choices.
so why the ones that be saying that ain't with nobody.
Exactly.
Hey, nah, you funny, bro. Nah, I be thinking the same thing too, though. I be like, if it's that easy, anytime you say it's time, you should be able to have somebody because you got choices. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a man saying he has options. You know what I'm saying? If you got options, okay, well, what point in time you want to opt in? You know what I'm saying? Or opt on the situation. Like, so, we got to be very careful, how we word things because it be hurtful. Even like men pride get hurt, women pride get hurt. So we got to stop just loving on each other like how it was supposed to be.
Yeah. So do you really look at, I guess, like you see a lot of people trying, I guess, come in your DMs every day. People probably trying to talk to you all the time. Do you really consider that as having options?
Well,
Just because
hold on, time out
just
before we
because
keep going. Hold on, man. The one and the only Noble Noah.
okay,
Man,
okay.
what's up with you,
Hey
Oh,
dog?
my
Man,
guy.
what's up with
Sir.
you,
Yes,
boss? What you
sir.
doing?
Hey, what it do?
What's going on? What's going on, fellas? I
Man,
apologize for me being a little late. I just
man, it's
just,
all
just got
good,
back.
man. It's
Ain't
all
nothing to
good.
do.
We still gotta have a life outside of the podcast. Hey, but you missed the number one song trending in the world. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rico, just give him a little melody of it, Rico. Don't even give him the whole song. Just give him a little melody of it, man. He don't believe. He don't believe.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
see, one make mistakes,
Okay.
one knows it wrong. See, I caused you pain, and I sung your song. One will keep on till his house is gone. See, I made it good. All you wrong. Please, then I'm sorry. Never forget. Always say sorry, but I keep putting up with y'all, listening to your friends. One way to break up a happy home, listening to your friends. They don't even know what's going on, listening to your friends. Sooner or later, I'll be gone, and you will be alone. You will be alone. Now that third verse goes, you should have listened to Kevin Samuels, what he trying to say. Instead, you let your girls push your love away. Now you're all alone, sitting my throne. And all I can remember when you said you're gone, listening to your friends. It's one way to break up a happy home, listening to your friends. They don't even know what's going on, listening to your friends. Sooner or later, I'll be gone, and you will be alone.
Oh my God.
Man, that's fire.
Hey,
That's fire.
yeah,
This is the
hey,
thing, man. They no, hey, take relationship advice for yourself, man. Don't listen to your friend. And you got a few that you probably can take it that you can listen to some of what they saying, but it's really what you feel, how you feel in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's really basically how you feel. Like the woman said, the choice thing. I would just want to say for something real quick. The woman said the choice thing. Most women is saying the choices are the choices that you picking, choosing you. Because most time a person said they got choices, but them people that they picking ain't picking them.
hey. That's facts, and that's what it really be for real. If, when you be wanting a man that's gonna do all that, pay all the bills, provide, protect, give the best D, check every motherfucking box that you got. It's like, okay, what are you really doing to that these kind of guys will pick you? And I feel like a lot of them just
Man.
be upset that these guys aren't picking you. So then the guys that are picking you just saying that it's no good men out here.
Yeah.
But nah, though, what's up? What's going on with you though, now, Noble? I know you seen we was chopping it up about that topic we was already saying we was gonna talk about with
Mm-hmm.
you know listening to your friends and all that. Basically can mess up the situation you in. And you see Rico had he had a perfect song to go along with it.
Yeah,
So
like I
what's
like.
your take on this whole thing?
Uh, I mean, and I agree. I agree. I mean, I don't really see how somebody else can know your relationship better than you know your relationship. It's a lot of people on the outside looking in that have a lot to say, but they ain't there 24/7 clocking in and putting in the time and effort that you are in your relationship. So I mean, you really have to, it's good to I hear people out, but like I said, unless they with you all the time to say this is what's going on, they only have perception of what your relationship is. So you can't let somebody else's perception uh cloud your reality. The reality
Hmm.
of your relationship is what you in, not what somebody perceive your relationship to be. So yeah, listen to your friends, and they don't have the whole story. Or if we want to dig into it, the friends going by, if you going to them and you venting to them, and they just know all the negative stuff, but then they ain't there for all the positive stuff. They gonna picture your relationship one way. So you definitely have to really say, okay, I know they only know a perception or half the story, they don't know the whole story. The only person that knows the whole story is the two people in the relationship. So that's
So
my biggest thing on it. Don't. It's good to you can listen to your friends, but when it comes to you making an ultimate decision on your relationship in any facet, that should be you and your partner. All that outside noise is just outside noise at the end of the day.
Yeah, and then the unfair part don't overload. Rico and Timo, the unfair part is you telling them what you want to tell them. So you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? By you telling them what you want to hear, but you telling them everything the other person did, but you're not telling them what you did.
Mm.
So
facts.
all they getting is one
No,
cut of the story.
yeah, or like I said, sometimes even if you ain't fully lying, you're telling the story where it's gonna favor you. You telling it's like okay, I've heard women tell stories where it's like okay, you ain't really lying, but the way you're telling it to where it's gonna favor you instead of so they will tell you what you want to hear. And what's it called? I see somebody in the comments said I'm not searching for a man. I mean, I'm I wouldn't really probably think you are. Do you really approach men? Do you slide in men's DMs? Are you the one initiating anything with men? Because usually that's really us. We're the one out searching. We're hunting. We're the ones that are coming at y'all. So I mean, like ain't really too many women out here searching for men. Men come their way, and then they gotta decipher and pick and choose. Because ain't really too many women. Because y'all gonna bring up probably the small percentage of women. It's women out here that approach men. I ain't say it ain't.
Hey, if a woman approach me, man, I'm gonna think something wrong.
For real,
I'm gonna
you don't
think
like
something
women
wrong.
that
I'm gonna
approach.
think she wants something.
So you don't like women that approach. You don't like no woman
This is the thing.
see you and approach
And
you.
she gonna have to do it. She gonna have to do it smoothly. Because if she just approaches me like, "Hey, babe, let me get your number," shit, how many other people you did this with?
I mean,
I
you
need
don't
to
think they
know
feel that
because,
way? You don't think they feel that way when we coming at them?
man, let me come at you. Let me like something about you. Don't like nothing about me. Let me like something about you. Because I feel like I had a woman in Walmart. She hollered at me, and we switched numbers, and I went back to her spot to hang out a couple of days later. And I swear to you, it was like a tornado in her house. Okay, I believe you want something. You looking for a daddy. You looking for something. So it's like, nah, I'm cool on them. Let me be the one that approach you. I just feel on my behalf. I can't think of anyone else but on me. Let me approach you. You approaching me, I believe you want me to make a beat, you want me to write a song, you want me to do something. You want me to do something. It ain't just whether you saying you like what I look like, nothing, you doing something else going on.
But
But
I
I
feel
can't say
like
for all every woman. But hey, you gotta be smooth, man. When you come in at a man, that's like I said, I be seeing the women with getting on the knees. I be like, whoa, that's crazy right there. But
Oh
hey,
yeah, no,
that
yeah.
homie doing something. He doing something right.
I made posts like that. I made posts about that before on my IG. You know, about women proposing to men, and I'm like, damn, this where we at now. But I don't know. What up? What you think, Noah?
no, I was just gonna say what you were saying earlier, that when he was like, it's if a woman approaches, it's feel like he feel like it's an ulterior motive or something like that. But the same thing you saying, like when women get approached by men, they feel like we got an ulterior motive, that it ain't just the surface level of what we saying. We want something else behind it. But I feel like to what he's saying is that it's kind of gonna be different because it's not done a lot. Now, if women start approaching men more often, like at a higher rate, then it's just like,
Man,
okay, as men, we got used to it. But out of a blue, a random woman approaches you, it takes some adjusting too. Like I said, and some men may not know how to respond to it, because some men, like I said, it doesn't happen on a regular basis. So I just feel like it's nothing wrong with a woman shooting her shot. It's just it's so done it's not done as much. So men looking at it like something ain't right here. Something is off.
what you trying to do?
Yeah.
Trying to set me up? What you trying to do?
Mm-hmm.
And especially ones that be getting your number that ask you to come over their house 2, 3 days later. Like, damn, we ain't even got to know each other yet, man. Come on now, let me get to know you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but you know, hey, they be looking at us too, just how we be looking at women and be like, damn, I hit that.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely be looking at us and be doing the same shit, like shit. Even if they don't do it, or even if they don't act on it, they look at us and be like, shit, I'll hit that.
Hit that boy right here. Come here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, even if they even no, even if they won't admit it, women
yeah,
think like that too sometimes. You
Yeah,
know
they
what I'm
do.
saying? I mean, I'm not a woman,
More
but I
often.
know women have that feeling, be like, oh yeah, I give them this. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah,
be like, man, I want to fuck that joint. I'm trying to get that
yeah,
chewy off her them lips.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure they had those same type of reactions, but they just
Yep.
play it off though.
So what would your reaction be? You out in the club, you sipping, you talking with your boys, and the female just walk up and say, I want to take you home tonight. Hit that, and I want you to call me tomorrow.
Tebow
How
butter.
you gonna feel?
I mean,
You
what
tell
they
me you
call it?
gonna
I mean,
feel cool? You gonna be like, man, dang. Or you
with
gonna be
those type of situations, I'm already feeling like I already know what it is for the most part. You know, now it's for this probably ain't really no serious type of situation, especially you know the type of that situation you gave. Now, the woman that I have had approach me or made it clear that they probably wanted to talk to me, they did it, but it was like they was beating around the bush for real. It was like okay, they was doing certain shit, saying certain stuff, and I'm just thinking like, man, yeah, man, she want me to get her for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm about, you know what I'm saying, like that. And so at the end of the day, even though they still coming at you, it's still really left up to you to really seal the deal because it's like, okay, yeah, I could tell she want me to get her, but you know what I'm saying? It's really up to me if I want her or if I don't.
Yeah. Hey, me being the opportunist that I am, y'all know I'm going. I'm gonna get that chewy and get that pom pom. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying?
That's
I
what I'm saying.
think,
That's why I said. That's why I said, yeah, you know what it is. I
yeah,
mean,
I
a lot
mean,
of
yeah,
times,
yeah, yeah. But
you know what it is. At that point, if it's one of them after the club. You know what I'm saying? After them club situations, you come like, hey, yo, what's up with you? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, yeah, I know what this is right here.
no,
especially
yeah,
for me,
no,
man.
no.
I've been in a lot of like I do a lot of big concerts, and I be having different females. They'll just come up to you around you like, hey, I'll do what you need me to do. I'll do, I'll go down on you, get me up in this event, get me backstage. You be just like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like you trying to get backstage? You trying to get backstage that bad?
Yeah, no, yeah, no. But that's more, like I said, that would be more understandable or more common to where that happens frequently, to where females try to use that as opportunity to get other things done. So I can see that. But then, like I said, just a woman walking up to you after the club and she's saying, "Yeah, I want you to take me back, take me down, and all that different stuff."
Yeah,
That's a little, like I said, that's more of not
yeah,
something that happens on a regular basis. So I feel like that would get a side eye. But But when you look at that too, I feel like that's the biggest time for a man to have a discretion, because we don't get that many options to really say yay or nay. It normally the ball normally be in the female's court. So when a woman approaches, that gives the man the option to say, do I really want this or not want this? If I don't want it, then no, I'm good on you. So
That's true.
I think it's a different dynamic.
Do you look at it as a whole? If you do go with it, or do
Uh,
you look at both of y'all as whole?
and what I just said, no, hold on, and what I said a few minutes ago. To me, it depends on, like I said, at that time, then I'm really gonna sit there and look at the woman, and be like, how bad do I want this woman? If she my type and everything, right? It is what it is. But if she ain't looking the part of, I can pass on, I'm like, yeah, I ain't really feeling that. You ain't really my speed. So, like I said, I really depend. Like I said, in that time, the ball is in the man's court. The man can make that decision. Am I messing with this or not messing with this? And it's up to the female to take whatever he say.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, but like Nova was saying though, like that doesn't happen that often. So
Yeah,
making that choice probably be a little different for us because we're not used to it. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? With
We
women, they
about
get
to take
approached
it.
every day,
Yeah.
10 times, 20 times a day by all different types of men. You know, for us, that's
Hmm.
gonna be something out of the ordinary.
Mm,
So
Yeah.
who knows how we will react to
mm.
it? You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Yeah.
something that doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
Nah, that's
it
definitely
get
fact.
beyond the shock. Yeah.
Yeah, but what's it called? I want to know what y'all think about this because I had made, I thought about something because I had made a post asking women about this before we even got on here, and it's just something I've been hearing a lot of women say. When you do get that man that you come across, and y'all vibe and y'all see y'all connection is great, y'all on a certain level, and then you sit there and step back because you like, damn, excuse me, this is too good to be true. And I'm like, damn, like how do you come across somebody that's, checking all your boxes? You're like, damn, he's doing this, that, and the third. Damn, everything is going good. This got to be too good to be true. And it's so good that you fall back. And then it's like, damn, so okay, you fall back. Now you get back out on the dating scene. Now you're dealing with other trash ass men when you just really had somebody that was on your level, but you fell back because you were like, this is too good to be true. And now you dealing with a trash ass nigga now, and you like, man, where the good men at? Where the good men at? Why y'all think like shit this happens? What you think, Nova Noah?
No, I mean, yeah, I do, and it's either and that correlates to something I had seen too about um when a woman about this nice guy thing, to where women be like, he's a nice guy, but. And I feel like when it comes to that, I feel like women feel like if a man is too good, it puts pressure on them to step up and be more of a woman. Because I feel like sometimes when a man is slacking, it's less pressure on a woman. She's like, well, this man ain't really doing that much, so I can just do me. I don't have to be above me. But I feel like when a woman gets a man that's working hard, a good dude, X, Y, and Z, the more stuff that man has going for himself, it put pressure on the woman. The woman like, this woman, he got this, he got that, X, Y, and Z. Am I enough woman for him? They start doubting themselves. When the better the man, the woman starts to doubt herself to see if she's enough woman for that man. So I do feel like a woman could push a man away to be like, yeah, women don't really like to look at themselves in that light. So if they feel like a man's too good, they might start doing things to push him away.
yeah, some people sabotage their own relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When things is too good or things are not what they used to getting or used to receiving, maybe they used to do come in and out their life, and you get somebody that's there all the time. Then she started telling the dude, "Oh, why you always around?" And then when he show up less, then she's like, "Oh, why you go away?" It's like, like that's what you used to.
And, and,
So
and, and that's true too.
It's
The
basically what is what your it's like eating vegetables every day. and then you go and eat some Jack in the Box, you're gonna throw up because you're not used to eating that garbage. Used to eating fruits and vegetables and good stuff. Your body can't take it. So some people are used to being treated bad. The moment they see something good, it's like I gotta sabotage it because I'm used to seeing something bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or it's just like they try to open themselves up to something new, but then it's just like it's kind of adapting to it. It's just like they used to being, like you said, they used to being done wrong, or used to the person not being there. When a person is there, it's hard for them to adjust to it. So I feel like the adjustment process too, it messes up a lot of people.
So I see somebody saying now this is what I want to hear from the women because I never heard of this in my 35 years. Too good to be true, so she dumps him. I don't know. Am I the only one, or have y'all ever heard women say this before? That this is too good to be true.
I believe they say it all the time.
It's not. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, go ahead.
The reason why I say that is because some women will meet a guy that's got a job, his own place, car, income, love going out, love doing amusement parks, and love all this stuff. And then she, on the other hand, she know another guy who ain't doing nothing. He just chilling, hanging out, smoking weed, doing whatever he do every day. And she like, you know what? I need him. I don't need the dude that got the job in the car that can come pick me up and take me out. I need the dude who got the bike who I can go pick up because I need to be able to feel like the boss to him. See, the guy with his own car, I can't feel like a boss to him because he already put together. This guy that they put together that's on a bike, I can go to him because I feel like I gotta put somebody together. I gotta build a bear. We call it build a bear, build a man how you want him to be.
Yeah, I think, like I said, it goes back to what Timo says earlier. Like women, and what you just stated too. Women want to put the pieces together. Like they
They
want.
don't want you already together.
They want you to be either, like I said, the good guy, but still got that rough edge to you. That you making a certain amount of money, but you still got time for them. Like they want to put all the pieces together, but they don't. But it's not possible. Like it's a give and take with any man that you deal with. So sometimes women just have to, like, if sometimes they don't feel like they can get the exact man or the things that they're looking for, then they just like, yeah, nah, this not gonna work for me.
Yeah, that's definitely that's facts. I don't know what you got to say about it.
No, I definitely agree. I was trying to get one of the ladies to join to get a lady's point of view because most of the ladies in the winter saying, nah, that's the type of man you
Yeah,
want.
we
Yeah, bring a
ladies, we
lady
told
in here. Let us hear
that's
something
what I
from a
told you,
lady.
ladies. The link is in the description box, ladies. If y'all want to join, because we want to hear from y'all. So we know at the end of the day, we're men, so we can't really fully speak for y'all, but we're not just saying a lot of this stuff just because we're making it up. We're saying this because we hear y'all say it a lot of the times. So we're just really just trying to really just get better understanding on it. So if anybody wants to definitely join, the link to join the broadcast is in the description box. But that's what I'm saying though. For real, when y'all say, I see y'all saying that a lot of the stuff is standard in the comments, and people really, when you ask people what they're looking for, they just say standard basic shit. Like they act like a man doesn't really do anything. Like we don't wash our own clothes.
Man,
We don't take care of the kids. The kids can be left up to you if the baby's crying at 3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, like maybe this is y'all experiences, but you know, I mean, like it's like we don't really do anything. So it's just like when it comes to us, we just really just looked at as as people that don't really do too much, or you just say, "Oh, we're gonna protect and provide," and I'm like, that's basic shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
know the one girl said that grabbing a car was standard and a job was a basic or something like that. Let me say this: both of them is better than not having none. I would rather be riding with a chick with a car than riding with a chick on a bike. I would rather be in a car than waiting at the bus stop. I would. It's just what it would be. I'm not going to go. And this, when you looking at that, like that's mostly what females that I know of doing is like they like, oh, homeboy got a Benz and this dude got a Honda. So I'm gonna date the guy with the Benz because the guy with the Honda, he ain't nothing. Maybe the dude in the Honda may got a bank account and money in the bank. The dude in the Benz about to start asking you for some gas money because he using 91. So it's like people gotta understand that sometimes it's better to take what's best for you, what works for you, because you may go get this person, he might not be the person that you want, and this other guy in the Honda may just be exactly the guy that you need. But you don't pick him because of the kind of car he got. You don't know what kind of brain he got. You picked him based on his car, not his brain. You picked the other dude on his car, not his brain. So
But
I don't know.
I don't know why
That
when people hear,
that
I don't know
93
why,
gas is hot.
Go ahead and say it, yeah.
I don't know why people hear when we hear they feel like that's what we deal with. You know, just because that's what we deal with, that don't mean we don't know what the hell's going on out here. You know, there's a lot of women out here that be gold digging. I don't deal with them chicks. You know, there's a lot of women that be, you know, that's insecure, that are broken. I don't deal with them chicks, but you still see a lot of them out here. I mean, people just because you always want to, women want to act like just because they don't do it personally that they oblivious to other women seeing other women do it. Just because you don't do it yourself, that don't mean like that's why I always say I might not do certain shit, but I'm not oblivious to the fact of what other men be doing. It be other men out here that do be fucking up and be making it harder for the men that's trying to do certain things. Like when we be saying we don't want, you know, the women with all the caked up makeup or, you know, that be wanting to get the surgeries or that be wanting and all that. You know, it's so many men that when they do get that shit, post pictures, they cut us be you know, flooded with men, you know, all on them, sicing them when it comes to that shit. When it's and making them feel like, okay, this is what men like, but nah, we don't. We men out here telling you we don't like it, but other men's actions is saying the opposite.
No, she haven't heard any woman said that because it's done in their actions. It's not done in them saying it. It's done in actions. Man, I know women that look over nerds and geeks for street people. So that's basically saying this person is the nerd is too geeky and too good for you. You need this street dude.
And to be honest, like I said, it's not too many women that's out here telling their faults. They're not putting their faults on Front Street. A woman could be quick to complain about what somebody done to her, how she was treated, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. But when the shoe's on the other foot and it's time to, okay, this is the other side of the story, that side is never heard. So it could be in a lot of women that messed over good men, looked over good men, but they not gonna go out to and put it out there. That's just something they're gonna have to, you know, hold in with themselves or deal with it however they deal with it. But they not out here, yeah, I had this good guy and I didn't do X, Y, and Z. I pushed him away. A lot of women, they not here admitting that. They just not
But I
doing it.
but I see
No.
she said I never heard a woman say a woman leave a man because she said it was too good to be true because he had the basics of life. We never even named anything on why they said they were leaving these guys. We just said that they said it's too good to be true. I never gave you really
That's a good
any
one.
example. I never really gave you no examples of what too good to be true
Nerds
means
don't be that
because
good.
that means, you know, I guess it already depends on what woman you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Different women are saying that for different things. You know, so I mean, like, you know, the point is that okay, this is too good to be true. If you feel like, damn, this is good, why not continue on going to see where this can go instead of like, damn, you know, this is too good to be true and back out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Like I said, it is. Like I said, I don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
so I got a question for y'all.
Go ahead.
Have y'all ever dealt with a woman that was too good to be true and y'all backed out of the relationship?
Uh-uh.
No.
I had one. I got her right down. You know what I'm saying? She do a lot of things that um every other relationship I was in didn't do, and I almost sabotaged it. I almost made it in because of my own insecurities of what I saw before. So it was just like, it started off like this, but where's it gonna go next? When that person has just always been genuine and loyal. So I had a good woman that I almost chased off, so it can happen. Who said that it couldn't happen? And she's been by my side, rocking with me, holding me down, support me in every way possible. And I couldn't see myself even exercising or entertaining another woman because of the fact of losing what I have. I know I ain't gonna get that in nothing else. You only get them ones that's like that come only once in a lifetime, once in a man. It takes a long time to find them like that, especially one that got your back. And I ain't talking about financially, just got your back through everything. You know what I'm saying? Holding you down, making sure you don't forget who you are. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
tip my hat to mom. And in return, I try to be the best that I can be as a person back to her. But I call her ultimate woman.
I speak for men. Yeah, yeah. I mean, no. And like I said, this has never been a one sided thing to where this is just women that do. It is men that have missed opportunities with good women, that cheated on
Right.
good women, then done good women.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this is not a a a gender thing. This is people thing.
A people
It's
thing,
on,
man.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is a people thing. It's on both sides. I feel like men like just as you a man just opened up and told, okay, yeah, this is what I've done. I feel like a lot of men have come out and said, yeah, I had me a good one, and I wasn't ready I wasn't ready to settle down. I was out here creeping, whatever it was.
I
I
say
feel
that
like,
all the time. I say
yeah,
that all the time when I be on here. I'm like, and that's why I always say I don't never act like it ain't no good women out here because I know it's good women. I've definitely,
Hmm.
over the years came across good women. I might have not at that time been mentally ready or in the space mentally or had the mindset to even really, you know, deal with them or be with them on a serious level. But when I really look back and I'm like, God damn, she was really fucking with me. She was doing X, Y, and Z. And I fucked that up because at that time I wasn't. That's not really what I was on. But I can't acknowledge that and then have somebody that I had a chance to have somebody good. I just wasn't ready at that point. And I mean, I
And
got to
have you
own that
found
shit.
anybody close to that?
Nah, I can't really say though. I can't really say I have.
Yeah, I don't say that. No, I'm gonna
I'm
put
telling you,
that.
it's really only come once in a lifetime. So when you find something like that, man, you gotta hold on to it.
Yeah, that's
that's
true. I
And
yeah.
you got to
sabotage
do
it.
what you got to do to keep it. Because like you said in the beginning, Timo, yeah, you could get married. I can marry anybody. You can marry anybody. How long you
Yeah,
gonna be married though? Like
yeah.
some dude told me, I swear to you, I was at one of the grocery markets at one of these grocery markets where I live at. I was shopping, and when I put the groceries in the car, this black dude walked up to me. He's like, "How you doing, my brother? What's up?" And he just started talking to me, and he's like, "I just got out of prison." He was taking a bath. He's like, "I just got out of prison. You up there doing 25?" And I said, "Hey, brother, let me explain something to you. It ain't about you getting out doing 25. It's about you staying out doing 25.
Hmm.
Match that
Mm-hmm.
25 now. So you was down for 25, stay out for 25. Show me
Mm-hmm.
that. Come back to me when you told me you've been out 25 years."
Well, that's facts. I done sabotaged a few. I done sabotaged a few relationships. Thinking that the grass green on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like, us as men, sometimes we fall into that, with the cheating or the just not treating a woman the way she's supposed to be treated, and she's giving you all of her, and you're not giving her all of you. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? So I fell into that boat a couple of times.
yeah, no, yeah. Like I said, I do feel like like I said, in them scenarios, and what you were saying earlier, what Timo was saying too, just the fact of either whether it's men or women, once you have that good person and they gone, man, it's hard to find another person like that, man. And so that's why it's always good to, make sure that this is the person that you feel you can move forward with. Because if you gamble it and you try to say, well, I'm gonna try to find somebody that's better than this I already got, and you realize that that's better said than done, then I said
But
it's a hard thing to come by, finding
that's what they
a good
need.
person.
That's what people need to understand too. You know, it's okay to admit when you fuck up.
Hmm.
People will always want to talk about the bad, fucked up people. You want to talk about them people, but let's talk about the people that was good to you. The good people that you did come across and you fucked it up.
Hmm.
Talk about them situations right there. It's okay to admit where you fuck up. I had a good person, but I fucked it up. When are you gonna say, oh, I had a good man, but I fucked it up? Because like I say,
Man, that man,
I
I had to
acknowledge.
check myself.
Yeah, yeah. Acknowledge when you had that good woman and you fucked it up. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
Yeah, once a good girl gone, she gone forever.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
And look,
hey, once they gone,
yeah,
they gone. I'm gonna tell you that right now, they gone. It ain't nothing a man gonna be able to do to get it back. I don't care. Once that woman know that you ain't the one, she gone.
yeah, but man, people gotta know this too. And even if you can't get them back, it will never be the same.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it's always gonna be that point apart of when you was fucking up that they always gonna tend to linger on to. So once it go bad, you just gotta leave it where it was at. You know what I'm saying? I mean, apologize and do all the things you need to do to keep a healthy friendship, but trying to go back once it's gone is gone.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, this is my experiences. I don't want to speak for everybody, but you know what I'm saying. That's what I learned, that once it's gone, it's gone.
that's why I decided not to listen to none of my friends, homies, nothing. And the same she did for herself, not to listen to none of her friends, because her friends they were all on that y'all linking up, and you know what I'm saying, and we don't have a good life no more. Like my buddies, I was all getting them in shows and doing all this stuff and turning up after parties always at my house because I didn't have no woman at that time. And they was being treated like kings amongst the kings. And then for her, she had friends with she taking them out on the nightlife and doing stuff. But the moment we came together, they was like kind of like sad because they was losing something. But it's like, no, we make each other happy. I'm not happy when I'm not with y'all. I'm just enjoying the night. I'm not happy like when I go home and I'm by myself, I'm not always happy.
In fact,
In a relationship, when I come home, now I have someone I can talk to and converse with on how my day was.
hmm
You just walking in home from work, throwing your keys on the thing, ain't got nobody to talk to but the internet, man, you gonna lose your mind.
hmm and like,
I wouldn't trade it in, man. And I knew at that moment, hey, you know what? You got to check yourself and not lose this good woman. You got to check yourself and check yourself immediately because it could be gone like that.
yeah, and like Drake said, it'll never be the same.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't
You
gonna
know what
never
I'm
be the
saying?
same.
That's the way
Once
it
you
works.
break up, it ain't gonna never be the same.
Nothing was the same.
Another was
And
saying,
nothing
yeah.
was the same. No, that's fact. No, it's definitely fact though. For people thinking that, okay, I can get them back and we're gonna go right back to where we were, it's gonna be totally different because you showed them a side of you that wasn't comfortable for them. So now they probably show you that same side of them. You know what I'm saying? That's the most, and that's the worst
See,
part
that's why
about
he
it.
said furthest thing from perfect. Like everyone I know,
Mm-hmm.
like yeah,
Matter
he
of fact,
died. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, he was died. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I
that's
appreciate that. Yeah, man, I had to do mine right, man, this time around. And even in my relationship, we was friends for 14 years. We've been together for 2 years. I was her hype man. You know, so we traveled together. I rubbed her shoulders. I rubbed her head when we on the road together. I did things like a husband, but I wasn't her husband. Okay, and, even when she was in a relationship, I would take her to her dude house. You know what I'm saying? And because I had a little female that stayed in the same city, so I go take her, and then I'll slide over there. We hang out, and then I come back and get her. We come back to the city we lived in. But the whole time, I felt like she was my woman at that whole time. But we both was going through some in life that we had to go through to get to the stage we at today. Because had I would have dated her then, I would have completely messed it up because I didn't know me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to control me at the time. Like I said, I do a lot of big shows, big concerts. I'm around 70,000 people all the time. So it was like women coming at you back and forth, backstage, in front stage, everybody trying to do something to get a backstage. It was just so much. And I just felt like, you know what? I need something different in my life. It can't be this same thing. And God swept something different in my life. And I held on to it and said, you know what? At first, I was messing it up. But I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I got to hold on to this. This is my partner. This is somebody I can grow with, somebody helping develop me even more. I was in relationships with females always about, hey, can you shoot my video? Can you make me a website? Can you write a song for me? Can you produce me a beat? It was always can you? It was never nobody saying, what can I do for you? She was the first person in any relationship I've been in that ever said, hey, I want to take you out and do this for you. And I was scared. Like I was like, no, I got my own money. I don't need you to pay for nothing for me. In the beginning, I was rude, disrespectful, everything. Like, no, I don't need you to do that. I don't need no woman to do nothing for me. I got my own money. You ain't gonna never be able to tell nobody you paid for something for me. But I'm not understanding God sending me a blessing. For
Mm-hmm.
all the stuff that I went through, God was sending me somebody that actually said, hey, I'm your partner. I'm here. I got your back. And when I
Mm-hmm.
realized that, I was like, hey, man, get it together.
Nah,
Get it together.
you said the key words as you was talking. Somebody that you can grow with. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody need to find, somebody they can grow with. You know, to somebody to grow together with and not grow apart. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most beautiful thing right there. I like what you said though.
Man. And God brought her in my life at the perfect time because like 4 months after we got together, my daughter passed away. And at that time, it was rough for me. Rough.
Sorry to hear that.
But she had my back. In 2020, my daughter, I mean, in 2020, my daughter passed, but she had my back like no other. I had some of my females I dealt with showed up to my daughter's visual, and for her to be a strong woman, to have her composure, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I gotta respect this woman. I kneeled down and I kissed her feet. I respect you, man. She let my baby mama come to after everything. She let her come back to her house and talk with her. It's some women that's like that, and there's some women that ain't like that. And I respect mine for what she did. I'ma always love her for that. She had my back, man.
Hey
And that's
Rico,
real like
hey
I
Rico, sorry to
can't
hear
thank
that.
God enough for the blessing I got now.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Rest in peace to your daughter, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
sorry,
my
yeah,
daughter was
definitely.
22, man, passed away in her sleep. And like I said, and my daughter was one of her biggest fans. My daughter would, listen to her music, comment to her, always talk about her, you know what I'm saying? When I come around, she would bring her up and tell me, like, Daddy, have you seen such and such? And then, I'd be like, no, I ain't seen her this week, but I'll tell her you said what's up. And then when me and her got together, my daughter was excited, happy. She loved it. She got to communicate with her on a personal level now. And then bam, she passed away. But one thing I can say is that before she passed away, she got to know I was with this person.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I can say. She got to talk. She talked to her, video chatting with her a lot on the phone before she passed away. And that's one thing I can say out of it, that she got to speak with her and talk with her before she passed. She know I'm with somebody good.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah, no, and and that's really, I feel like where a lot of the strongest relationships are built upon. When you dealing with some tough, when you're dealing through a tough time like that, and you really see how a person is with you on your side, when you're dealing with, because at the end of the day, this is real life. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have real life
Mm-hmm.
situations happen. There's gonna be shit that goes on. You know what I'm saying? But how's the person that you're dealing with gonna act when shit get tough?
Yeah. No, because it's definitely. I'm glad you said that though, Timo, because it's definitely to stay. I mean, it's definitely easier to stay when everything's going good.
Yeah,
But how you gonna react when things are going bad? You know what I'm saying? We're not always talking about financially. We're just talking about you know, with the little things. You know what I'm saying? Are you still gonna have my back? Are you still gonna be there? Are you still gonna love me and nurse me how you was when I was up or when I was doing better than what I'm doing now? So that you gotta take that into consideration too, though. That's definitely a good point.
No,
Yeah.
definitely. No, definitely. You got anything to say, Noah?
Yeah, no. I mean, like I said, I agree. I agree with everything that's being said. I feel like it's really, I guess, really taking it in, and then taking what you can learn from any situation. Any situation, it may have a negative effect, but then the outcome and the future could be positive to what you take from it and what it means. So I feel like, in them situations, it's definitely good to, don't it's negative, but then try to find a silver lining in every situation.
That's true. Definitely agree.
Mhm.
No,
Man.
but but like you said, if y'all gonna at the end of the day, just if y'all gonna get advice from somebody, make sure you're getting advice from somebody that really has your best interest, and not just
Hmm.
somebody that's just telling you what the hell you want to hear. Because at the end of the day, they ain't doing nothing for you. You have to be able to hold yourself accountable. You have to be able to look yourself in the mirror and be like, I fucked up in order to even move to the next step. Because if you
Hmm.
just looking at the fact that, oh, they did everything wrong and saying you ain't do shit, then you ain't getting anywhere. And
Hmm.
listen, and then a lot of times those friends that's telling you what you want to hear ain't helping you. So I mean, like, you know, just quit listening to your friends. I
Yeah,
don't
like
know.
Jaquilla said earlier, you got to be able to hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? Men and women. Like we all got to work on that. Being able to hold yourself accountable, knowing when you messed up, and being able to work on that. Because
That's how you grow.
a lot of
That,
people when
that's,
they're wrong,
that's how
How
they
you grow,
pretend like they're
man.
not, and they argue to the death that.
And it's
You know
gonna
what I'm
be
saying? They
bad
argue to the death.
days.
Like, oh man, duh, 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 duh. Yeah, that's a
It's
fact.
gonna be days you're not gonna agree if you're in a relationship. It's how you the outcome of you talking to your mate. Y'all gotta understand each other. That's all. You ain't gotta yell at your mate. Your mate ain't gotta yell at you. It's like I tell fellas, like don't talk to your girl at the same volume you talk at your homies with. Like when you go home to your girl, bring your volume down. Like tone your volume down to like 3. You may be when you with your homies, like, yeah, what up, man? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Don't take that home to your girl. When you get home, turn that down a little bit, man. Go down to 3 and be like, hey, babe, what you need? She gonna respect you more just on how you talk to her. She gonna love you more. She ain't gonna think about talking to another man. He won't even cross you can put your woman in a room with 30 men naked. She ain't finna touch nobody if she knows she got something good. She
Hmm.
afraid of losing you.
Mhm.
That's facts.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
I
Yeah,
swear. They're
they
afraid of
definitely,
losing you, especially when you know you're a good man. When you know you good
definitely.
and you do the necessary things that a
Hey,
man is supposed
man.
to do, she afraid of losing you.
Hmm.
Yeah, hey, no, hey, that's facts. That's facts.
They
That's facts. Hey, let them
don't
know
want to
then.
lose a good man.
Hey,
Just like
let them
a
know
good
then.
man don't want to lose a good woman. They're
Hmm.
afraid of that.
Nah,
That's
that's
why I
definitely
don't
facts.
entertain. Like I tell females, if you want to do business with me, some females that I deal with, I'm like, hey, go to my manager, my girl. I direct them to my girl. Hit my girl up about it, and we'll go. That's what I loved about even with Linda. Linda like, hey, I'm gonna hit your queen and talk with her about everything. I'm like, cool, man. That's how it is because it's closing the gap. Don't leave room for mess ups in your relationship. Like somebody, like a female hits you up, what's up, daddy? And you write their back, bam, bam. Some females go through phones. You don't want your
Hmm.
woman seeing that in the phone. Now that's gonna bring insecurities in a relationship. So just avoid it. Like, hey, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate you. Always know how to swing the conversation.
Hmm.
Swing it, man, because I swear, a woman pull you, just like a man to do it, a woman to pull you into a situation and it's over.
Facts.
Y'all got problems now.
Hmm.
The devil come in many shapes and colors.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, that's definitely facts. Nah, yeah, you said that shit, Rico. You that my man, hey, my man Rico was
Man,
over
he
here.
was going
He came
crazy.
in on there. You was saying that shit, Rico. Hey, hit that shit for him one more time before we
Let Rico hit that
close it
song
out.
See
for
what
him,
little
Rico.
mistakes, what knows is wrong. See, I caused you pain, and I sung your song. One will keep on till his house is gone. See, I made it through all you wrong. Please that I'm sorry, never forgave. Always say sorry, but I keep putting up with your listening to your friends. It's one way to break up a happy home. Listening to your friends, they don't even know what's going on. Listening to your friends, sooner or later I'll be gone, and you will be alone, be alone. See, I read your letter, got the picture of the kids. My friends say I'm wrong, but take you back after what you did. Who's your friends to tell you what you should do? They only suggesting for me to think it through. Listening to your friends, one way to break up a happy home. Listening to your friends, they don't even know what's going on. Listening to your friends, sooner or later I'll be gone, and you will be alone, and you will be alone. You should have listened to Kevin Samuels and what he trying to say. But instead you let your friends push your love away. Now you're all alone, texting my phone. And all I can remember that you said you're gone. Listening to your friends, one way to break up a happy home. Listening to your friends, they don't even know what's going on. Listening to your friends, sooner or later I'll be gone, and you will be alone, be alone, be alone.
My man, my man.
Hey, that's one for the ages right there, fella. That's
Nah,
one for the
we got
ages,
to.
man.
I'm just letting y'all know, y'all. Hey, one thing.
It's your boy Riko310. We got to listen to your friends, shouty.
Let
Hey,
let them know where they can get access to that song at, man. Let's perform for them one more time.
Riko310, Riko310 on all streaming platforms. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the real Riko310, Riko310. You can also follow my queen. Her name is B Fly, B.F.L.Y. She is an artist herself. She is a queen, the ultimate woman. So, yes, check us both out. We got funny videos on YouTube. You can also check us out at Now We Together reality show. That's our reality show. It's me dating the game sister. So you guys go check us out and you can see what we do and how we get down. It's your boy Rico and my girl B Fly.
Okay.
Thank you. She said she followed us. Hey, I appreciate it.
Uh-huh. Most
yeah,
definitely.
no, yeah, definitely,
And right now, two things. I have a instrumental album that's on all major platforms. You can get for free. Artists, if you want to download that, record you some songs to them beats, upload them on the line. You're more welcome. It's called Paint the Town Red. Volume 1, Volume 2 is coming out in a month. And also, I got a new album that's coming. Well, you can't see it right now. A new album I'm doing is called the R album. It's like a dedication album to R. Kelly. I'm working on this album right now as we speak. Just to give y'all a little bit of what's going on with me. My apology.
no, no, you good.
No, that's all good,
And it's
man.
some
It's a
good
great show.
music.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is a great show right here.
This is the album right here. I play just a little bit of what I got on this album.
Oh yeah, go ahead, get that preview.
This with the guitar. And this one's called Baby Hair and Edges. But this album is the guitar album, the R album. It's a dedication to R. Kelly. What you saying?
Hey,
Baby, having edges. What you saying, ladies? Come on. Baby, having edges. And oh, I think I should really get over now. Oh, check yourself in the mirror. Oh, I just wanna know that's the time. Cause Sean, you never be with you. Oh, girl, I know it's right tonight. I pretend you turn off the light. A little more candy, girl, pumping ground. Pumping ground. I was something on your mind. Oh, say it. And that's the
That's
R
good.
album right now. I'm working on about to drop that soon.
All right, so hey, so real quick before we hey, close it out. What made you want to make a album dedicated to Kelly?
I felt like this since I've been doing music as a kid. I always loved R. Kelly music. I always loved what he brought to the table. I never looked at his personal life. That's just what he goes through personally. I always loved him for the creativeness of his music and the time he put in behind his stories and music. And I just noticed that, a lot of people love R. Kelly, but nobody never gave that flavor, that 90s flavor right now. Everybody is just doing this rap singing. And it's like, I want to
Mm-hmm.
give back something. And it's like, this R album it's basically the Rico album, but it's also giving you that R. Kelly, step into the 90s vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like these songs on this album is like, it's like the 90s, everything is like a 90s vibe. Man down, man down, man down, man
Hey, I
down.
think you posted that one, didn't you? Oh yeah.
So I'm just trying to just give
I've
back,
been
and I'm
listening
like
to
this.
it.
Hey, nobody is right now. Nobody is taking that avenue with Tails, man. And I don't care what he did personally, man. I feel like the people need another 90s type of vibe. Y'all need that 90s vibe in y'all life. That music you can clean your house up on a Sunday.
The old school vibe,
That
yeah.
you got
Yeah.
slapping up in your house. And this album right here, the way I'm designing this album for the people is that you can play one all the way through 12.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be disappointed. And I'm doing it with this. Man down, man down, man down. Man down, do we call you up? Like, can I come over? Do we rub your feet? Do we touch your shoulders? Did he bring you some weed? Or did he bring some drink? I say, man down, that nigga stuff, man down. Just vibe music. It's just vibe.
No, that's one people don't understand because me and Butter we used to do music too. But I mean, even I just love music in general. I'm somebody that loves music, so I love listening to music. And I always just try and get people to understand music is feeling. And when it comes to that, I feel you when it comes to R&B because ain't really too many R&B songs of today that gives you that feel.
Man,
It's like
Bruno
it's like
Mars is the
okay,
only
even
thing
if
I
they
can feel
okay,
that got some type of feeling to it. Everything else is like,
yeah,
it's nothing to it. It's like no, like how R. Kelly been. One, we'll go to my room for two. Then I'll say, give me a tongue. Cause
yeah,
tonight I'm gonna fulfill your fantasy. Yeah.
yeah,
Like, give us some music.
yeah,
Oh, lying
yeah,
down on the floor. Bye. I cannot wait to come inside. Give me a story.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Everything
yeah,
else don't got no substance. And that's why I call it the R album. It's R. Kelly plus Rico. It's me giving you what I feel in music. And I feel like R. Kelly, he gives you that vibe music, that dance music. Like that you can go out and, you know what I'm saying? Man, you can do everything with his music. And when people say
yeah,
mute R. Kelly, you can't mute R. Kelly. If you
yeah.
mute R. Kelly, you gotta mute
Hey,
90% of the industry because he was writing and producing for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what made me come up with it. I want to dedicate something to Kales. And it's showcasing me, man, and some new music.
Yeah, hey, with that being said, Rico, we're gonna close out. But hey, I want you to start from that Kevin Samuels part and listen to your friends. But no. But after all of us, we're gonna sign out. You know what I'm saying? Timo, go ahead, Timo.
I mean, you already know, man. What's it called? Y'all can follow me at off the top underscore media. I'm gonna keep giving y'all this content. A great show, fellas. Great show.
Man,
We're
great
gonna be
show.
back
Thank you,
next
Rico, for
week.
coming on, sir.
Yeah. We appreciate you, Rico. You know what I'm saying? You came on, did your thing. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate you coming on. And how it is. We're gonna be on next week. The next guest for next week is gonna be disclosed probably maybe beginning to mid-week. So y'all will see who's gonna be our guest for next week. And yeah, we back. We out. Nova Noah.
No.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, like I said, it was a great show. Fire guest, and like I said, we definitely gonna run it back next week with a new guest. We appreciate all the viewers that stick through the whole show and making the comment section lit for us. And we definitely gonna keep these bangers coming for y'all all the way up leading up to our season finale.
Y'all know it's me, man, Butter TV. We had a tough conversations that might need to end with a hug. It's me, Nova Noah, and T-Mo. It's all love. But man, we're gonna let Rico take us home. Take us home, Rico.
You should have listened to Kevin Samuels and what he's trying to say. Instead of letting your friends push your love away. Now you're all alone, texting my phone. And all I can remember when you said you go, listening to your friend. One way to bring up a happy home, listening to your friend. They don't even know what's going on, listening to your friend. Sooner or later I'll be gone, and you will be alone, you will be alone, you will be alone, be alone.
Hey,
Yeah.
I appreciate
No, we
y'all, man.
appreciate you.
Appreciate you,
yes,
man.
sir.
No, we appreciate you coming on.
Man, we appreciate you coming on, sir. Hey, y'all, it's the It's All Love podcast, man. I know y'all enjoy it.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.